It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Oh. Sorry about that. I knocked my camera's being a little poo-poo-y. There we go. Yes, yesterday was fun. And that's good. You're good. I'm good. We're all good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Good.
Oh, thank you. I have a whole bunch of them. I just don't always wear them. It's cold here today, though. And this shirt looks a lot bluer than it does in real life. I thought the green and purple would go well together, but it's a little more blue than I realized. But that's okay. I can do whatever I want. Myrtle, I finished the track. It takes almost a day to ride out to the terracotta mines. Just so you know. I'm going to have to put rest stops up. So if we ever do turn the safety off, we won't die. Just woke up. I got up so early. Oh, it's starting to rain. My lunch came early. I can smell it. It's chicken. Yeah, and I made a mine to the terracotta and the abandoned mine. I made a path to the terracotta and the abandoned mine. And then I made a path down to level 11 so we can I don't have to keep going back to the community center to get minerals and stuff. How cold is it for me? Let me double check. All I know is it's cold. I have my big floofy sweater sock. 69. 64. Sorry, it refreshed. 64. It's getting colder. It was cold this morning. It's getting colder. No wonder I'm cold. I'm wearing jeans too, which I have these new jeans my mom got me. I really like them. But I don't wear jeans very often. I'll be on after the show. Pardon me. Here's 0. Everyone's gonna be colder. I heard Grinder. You guys are in like negatives, aren't you? That's what I heard anyway. Oh, where? and hubby and I are talking about the different new opening. We're making a new opening and a new credits for all the shows. They pretty much have the same one for all the shows. Maybe a little something at the end that's different. But so we're starting new. I got to hang up I have blackout curtains that I got. So I can go back to a black background. And I got new eyeliner to play with. So hopefully I'll start doing that again. I need to get my ass in gear and start doing my job. A lot of cleaning lately. So I have a lot of cleaning left to do. And I got this, I'll just take a picture after I put them up. My daughter does not like curtains. I don't know why she doesn't like curtains, but she doesn't like curtains and she rips them out of the wall. So we've had this trouble with having... I know. I might be having trouble sending them, and I'm really sorry. I know you've waited forever, but I keep throwing extra stuff in there, so hopefully it, pans out. Another daughter story. Okay, we'll tell this one first. My daughter likes to rip paper and break things. Just break them. And if it gives a good snap, it's good. She got a hold of my Visa. And now I can't use it. Except for like a couple online stores. So until we figure that out, I cannot ship you. I don't have the money to ship you out. And I'm really sorry. I know you've been waiting. I'm working on it though. I swear to God. I am working on it. But again, I also got more stuff for you, too. Oh, so anyway, she does not like curtains. I don't know why she does not like curtains, but she does not like curtains. So she literally rips them. I've done everything. I have staple gunned on with a ribbon across so it looks fairly pretty. I've done all kinds of things trying to make this work. It does not work. So finally, and my two oldest like to be naked. So we're close enough to the road and our neighbors that this is not conducive to healthy living. So I got this cling window privacy cling thing, and it looks like mosaic, like stained glass mosaic little squares, and it's really, really pretty. And I hope it works, and I hope she doesn't peel it off. Yesterday was a blast, Grinder. I enjoyed myself a lot. We have room for 2 more people up there. If everyone comes again next week, we have room for 2 more people up there. So if you want to play with us, please join. Yeah, but then I have to wait. So I swear it's not personal, Myrtle. I swear if I could have shipped it out the day I got it, I would have. But again, I keep adding stuff to it. I actually got to go through all my scarves and stuff. My stuff I drape for stuff. Would you be interested in those? Because I can add anything that I'm not going to be using. I could probably add those to the box without a problem. There's masks and crowns and a few other things in there too. And makeup, and it's not just wigs. You just start collecting so much stuff. And then Mel sent me a box of her stuff. I didn't even know it was going to come. And that's when I got all those new wigs. And then I'm sending the ones that I don't need or want to you. So it'll be exciting. It'll be a surprise present. I found one of my rings. This one, which is 2 crescent moons and a black onyx. Is that pretty? So I keep finding my rings. I think I keep finding them because I've lost weight and my fingers are smaller again, so I can wear them. I think when hubby met me, I wore like at least one, if not two, rings on every finger. Boy, that ended after I got pregnant. And I really need to. I need to get my ass in gear and start doing makeup tables on TikTok. Like maybe 6. I'm not going to do 5. It's too early for my household. But maybe 6. And as long as I pick out everything like the morning before or the day before, I shouldn't have too much of a problem. Like if I decide what I'm going to do. There's a steampunk top hat. And then there's there's a steampunk top hat I want. There's also this really cool top hat that I found that's slanted. Like this. And it's red. And I really like it. I think it was $23, which is not bad for a top hat. Top hats usually range $80 or more, you know, for a good top hat, not a cost, not my purple one's a cheap one for Halloween. But this is a real top hat, and I like it. I used to have the coolest. I had an antique top hat when I was in my 20s. It was so old. It was made out of beaver skin. It was from a long time ago, and I love that thing. When I got in my car crash, it like blew up. I don't know why, but it did. It was weird. One day I would like to put. I want a copy. I want the Disney one and the Harry Potter one, and the Everything Bagel one. But I really want the Disney and the Harry Potter ones. They're on my wish list, which just means that I haven't been able to buy them yet. That's what that means. Pardon me. It was exciting. I don't ever want to repeat that experience. La 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 la. I smell lunch. It smells good. Drinking hot coffee today. I'm so glad I bought a coffee maker. It's cold. It's really cold. I'm not used to it being this cold anymore. It's -9 degrees. That's cold. I remember with wind chill factors, it would get really, really cold in Michigan. Like -12 and colder. I woke up this morning at 8 o'clock. I think I have trained myself to wake up at 8 o'clock. Because I woke up at 8 o'clock and I was awake. Tired, but awake. I tried to let everybody sleep.
The 8 o'clock alarm helps.
I didn't hear the 8 o'clock alarm. Did it go off? Or maybe that helped me in my training?
Yep, at 8 o'clock.
I don't remember hearing it. Because I have that just programmed now. But that's good. It's good to have a regular wake up time. It's hard for us to have a regular going to sleep time because my kids will not do it. But I apologize. That was a big yawn that came out of nowhere. all day and all night it'll be in the negative temperature. It's a good day to have hot cocoa and Netflix or Disney Channel. I'm a big old slipper socks on. I told hubby that was the best $7 I've ever spent. Even if I don't wear them again after these couple of weeks, it was worth it. You're Celsius, right, Jesse? Not Fahrenheit, you're Celsius. I think we're the only ones left who use Fahrenheit. Oh, Madison and I have been talking about doing 1, 2, 3 switch, which is it's kind of like Jackbox games where you all can play with us with another device, like a phone. She has the game on her Switch, but everyone else can play with us on a phone. And we're talking about doing that on Facebook. If anybody's interested, let me know. I need to add Facebook to our streaming platforms, though. Don't worry about it. It was just one of those things I was wondering, because that's really cold. Because 30 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing. 0 degrees Celsius is freezing. So. It's very cold. Why do some people say minus temperature is not math? Just saying. I don't understand. It's cold on some of the school buses were canceled, but they didn't cancel school. That doesn't sound fair. They canceled the buses but didn't cancel school. I hope those people who didn't make it don't get a tick against them for absentees. Negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. You're also at negative 40. Your logic does not resemble our Earth logic, hubby. I don't understand.
It's because of the addition, the addition and subtraction of 32 degrees. When they when you're doing the conversion from one to the other, from a negative 40, doing that conversion converts to negative 40 on the other side too. It just happens to be where the two things line up is at negative 40.
That's bizarre. But negative 40 would be flippin' unbearable.
It's awfully cold in either case. Obviously. It's the same temperature.
Huh. Math.
Yes,
Math.
if Fahrenheit, if freezing was at 0 degrees Fahrenheit, the crossover point would be at 0 degrees. But because of the because it's not, it's at negative 40.
Are we the only country who uses Fahrenheit anymore? I think we are. We're the only one who doesn't use the metric system too.
Possibly, yeah.
I know that. We're the only ones left because we're stubborn assholes. Well, not as a general rule, but our government is. Ooh, I have bags under my eyes. I'm getting old.
This is not our government being stubborn assholes, because the government from Jefferson intended
For us to
the metric system to be our standard. It's the private citizens and the businesses that wouldn't switch over.
I think we should have 24-hour clocks anyways, all set to Greenwich meantime, and just the whole world can be on the same clock. It makes so much easier. We're such a world society now. Jesse's from Narnia. I'm from Wonderland. Can't you tell? We're all mad here. Exactly, Jesse. Exactly. And like when I tell you guys what time a show is, it's the same time for you. We don't have to do math. Math is not fun. I don't like math. I can do it, but I don't have to like it. Donald Duck didn't like math either. He told me. He sent me a postcard. I wrote him a whole letter about it when I was a kid. Mickey Mouse was never my favorite. It was Donald Duck when I was a kid. Just so y'all know. I was a Donald Duck fan. And I used to write him. And he used to send me postcards back. And I know he read them because it was the same postcard all the time with a picture of him, then it said the same thing. Except for the time I wrote him about math. And he put, P.S. I didn't like math very much either. Which I thought was adorable. And I still do. Mama Purple Witch stole Hogwarts for me and took it to Wonderland for me. Yes, she did. I remember that. I haven't seen her in a while. I miss her. We were going to do this Golden Girls type skits, and we never did. We did a few, but not many. They were fun, though. And now I have, like, wigs and prosthetics that would make it even more fun. My drama teacher was also my Greek mythology teacher, and he was Greek. So he had lots to say about the books being wrong. He's like, I grew up with these stories. I really liked him. What was his name? It was a weird name. Now I can't think of what it was. He also took me to a drama competition in Kalamazoo, Michigan, which is quite a long drive from Traverse. And he said I needed to go to this drama competition. I needed to prepare a poem, a reading interpretation, which is like a chapter out of a book. And this all has to be memorized. And there was some, impromptu. They give you, while you're there, they give you like your scene, and then you have to just make it up as you go along. And I did really good. I actually won a scholarship, but I didn't really... A lot of stuff happened and I didn't get to go. But anyway, it was fun. I remember that. My reading interp was the scene, a scene from The Last Unicorn with the moth, if anybody remembers, or the movie. The movie's pretty close to the book, actually. And I think I did Jabberwock. I'm pretty sure I did Jabberwocky for the poem. Ugh. I don't do repetitive very well either. That's how some people learn, though. I've been told that really, before anything becomes just natural for you, you have to do it at least 100 times before your brain can process it. Sometimes it takes more, but you have to do it at least 100 times. I mean, there's exceptions because I know I just have to watch a movie maybe twice and I can quote most of the lines from it. So that sounds the same thing. And once I travel somewhere, I can get back. I don't know why I can do that and other people can't, but once I go someplace, I can get back there. And sometimes I can figure out where stuff is even if I wasn't there before. This was pre-Google Maps. Yeah, we do all have our different learning. I don't want to say capabilities. We all have our different learning structures that work for us. Like I'm very auditory, and I know people who are very visual, and I'm also very hands-on. So if you tell me what to do and I try to do it myself, that's usually the best way for me to learn. And there's some people who are very visual learners. I have to be careful with visual learning though, because I get too focused and I focus on stuff that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Well, and then the other visual is reading. Some people can read stuff and then they just process it. It happens. I didn't like school. You know why I didn't like school? I didn't like school because I was bored most of the time. I was good if I was sitting in the library reading or in the art rooms doing art or music. Usually I liked science. I wasn't great at it, but I enjoyed it. Hated math classes. They were so boring. They were just monotone. There's nothing to them, and I didn't like it. English. I didn't take a lot of English classes because I tested out of them. So, and I liked history, except I have a hard time with dates. I can tell you what happened about when, but I can't tell you exact dates. Like I can tell you the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand is what started World War I. But I can't tell you the date it started. And that's true for some people. Some people just want to work. They don't need an extended degree or necessarily want one. That's why I think during high school you should be able to get is it a technical degree? I think it's called. Instead of doing college prep, you get a technical degree. Like when I was going to school, you could get your beautician's license, machine tooling, and CAD, which is computer-aided drafting. You could get your certificates in those things and get a job right away when you graduated high school. Oh, and auto mechanic. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, if I write stuff down over and over and over again, I'll remember it. I don't like doing that though. The other thing is I used to memorize lines, I used to tape record myself saying the lines and just have it play over and over and over and over again while I was doing other stuff like cleaning or drawing or whatever. And that would help me memorize lines. I probably should have done that with my math tables, but I never did. In hindsight, that would probably be a good way for me to remember. But I didn't. That probably goes with doing, like hands-on, to write it down. But like I said, some things work for some people and some things don't. That's why I'm not big into the way our school structure is. Because some kids don't learn the same way, and it's very... I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Our schooling is very boxed in with blinders. This is the way you do it. And I think that we would get a lot farther in our education of our children if we actually taught the children what the children's needs instead of just teaching them the way it's always been done. I graduated high school in 1992. Well, no, I was supposed to graduate in 92. I graduated in 93 because I took extra classes. I was a half credit shy because of all the moving around I did. But my GPA was good. I did lots of extracurricular activities. And some of them weren't school sponsored. Is Desi's school called a Montessori school? I like Montessori schools. I like the way they do things. They're just really expensive. Here in the States, anyway. They usually do, let the kid lead the education, basically. I'm very proactive to that kind of teaching. I did a lot of music, a lot of art, a lot of theater. It's not called Olympics of the Mind. When I did it, it was called Olympics of the Mind, but the Olympics sued OOM, and so they changed it to Odyssey of the Mind. But that's when you have what's called a long-term problem-solving problem that your team does. You have short-term problem solvings during the competition, and then there's also another category you can do instead of the long-term, and that's a balsa wood bridge, and whoever can get it to hold the most weight wins. And that there's regional and state and national champions for that. Your aunt works at your school? Your old school? That's cool. What does she do? Is she a teacher or a secretary or librarian? I forgot what it's called, but his school is expensive, but he goes live on TikTok once a day to teach for free for people who can't afford him. That's cool. Hi, Chrissy. Well, better late than never. I love seeing your face. Even if it's just a picture. I'm glad you're here. How's your day going? Are you sleepy? Is that why you're not here early? Or it's none of my business? It's okay if it's none of my business. I'm not offended. I think his school is called Expressions. He's also a dance teacher. No, don't be sorry. That's cool. Send me his if you remember, send me his profile on TikTok so I can check him out. Oh, being sick sucks. She's a student helper. She helps students. She is a teacher. That's awesome. That is an awesome job. My youngest, I have been advocating for my youngest to have an aide for the longest time, and he finally got one this year, and it has helped so much. So much. I hate being sick. I am such a baby when I'm sick. I hate it. And then I try to do stuff and I make it worse. It's terrible. Awesome, Jesse. Thank you. Yeah, I've heard you talk about him before, and I keep thinking, I need to find this person. But that's cool. Did you plug in your stuff, Miss Jessie? Are you going to play Mario Kart with me tonight? Oh, that's sweet. That's very sweet, Grinder. Once I worked in the same hospital as my mom. My mom was a nurse with a lot of, she was an RN with a lot of other letters after her name. She got lots of degrees. And I was the director of the cafeteria, the cafe. And I had an arch nemesis in the kitchen. We'll just put it that way. Her and I did not get along. So sometimes I would take my break and go down to my mom's office because she was head of learning. And I'd go down in her office and just sit in her chair every now and then while she was on the floor just to get away from everybody. And my mom was always there if I needed to talk to her. But I didn't do it very often. Oh, I'm excited! Jesse, I'm excited. Mine's been charging too. Ever since Friday. I didn't play with it yesterday. I was on my computer yesterday playing Minecraft. I built a railway, and it took all week basically to build this railway because there was so much to do. Myrtle helped a lot. She kept finding me more and more iron. Oh, it took a lot of resources to make that. But it's okay. Now we can get to it. Yeah, that is very nice, Grinder. The elementary school I went to was the same one my mom went to. In fact, it was brand new when my mom went there. And they're the ones, her class is the ones who voted for the colors and the mascot for that school. It's called, the elementary school is called Cherry Knoll. And if y'all don't know what Knoll is, a hill. So it's Cherry Hill. And they were the Wildcats. And their colors were white and red. Isn't it odd some things you remember? Like, I was young. That was just kindergarten through 6th grade. And we all knew each other. We basically knew everybody in there. There's a lot of people, but it was a really close community, even though it was big, comparatively. Remember, it's Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2 is the one we play on Thursdays. Is it GameStop? We have GameStop here where you can do that. I don't buy the discs because I'll lose them. I have one disc, and it's Mario versus Rabbids, and I bought the digital copy. So I didn't have to use the disc all the time. Chrissy. People freak out when the weather changes drastically. They just freak out. It was funny when COVID hit and everybody was freaking out. I was like, we're fine. Because I prepare for stuff. And it's not even like I'm worried that stuff is going to happen. It's just more convenient to have enough water and toilet paper in the house. And cheaper if you buy it in bulk. You're going to use it. I do. I use steam a lot. Eliza, there's quite a few people on here who use steam. That's what we play Jackbox on when I'm hosting. But yeah. We haven't built for people can't drive in the rain in Florida. In the rain. This is the hurricane place. Why can't you drive in the rain? You should just be able to survive here.
It's like they want to get through it fast. So they drive really, really fast. So they don't have to deal with it for too long.
That's how you hydroplane.
It's amazingly stupid.
People. I know you all aren't. I figured it out. You all are mystical creatures. You're not people. Magical, mystical creatures. I'm sorry for the slouching. I'm not awake. I don't feel like sitting straight. This is terrible for your shoulders and your back and your neck. But just the way it is. I look tired. Yeah, I use Steam and the Switch. Those are really the only two well, Minecraft. Minecraft is its own. It's Mojang. And I also played on my computer that one with the elves and stuff. I can't remember what it was called now. But I didn't enjoy that as much as I thought it was. It was pretty. It was beautiful. The game was beautiful. But I didn't really enjoy the game itself. It was a lot. There was too much going on. I couldn't figure out what was going on half the time. In Narnia, when the first snow of the year, everyone forgets how to drive because they don't change their wheel tires before it snows. It's truth. Well, yesterday was 70s, today's 39s. Only in Texas can get lessons in snow week. Actually, here in Florida, it does that too. Except for snow, we don't get snow. Maybe once every 20 years. Maybe. Does anybody have anything exciting planned for this afternoon? Like I said, I'm probably going to be Minecrafting. I'm eating lunch. My lunch smells good. Having chicken and coleslaw and applesauce. Maybe some chips and dip. Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. I was wondering if this is ever going to come up.
Is it coming up slowly? It was doing that the other day.
Sorry, Nino Cooney.
Nino Cooney,
Yeah.
thank you. The name of the one with the
Nino
elves.
Cooney?
Nino Cooney. Which was, like I said, it was beautiful, but it demanded too much attention all the time. You're having a party? Let's party. What kind of party are you having? Just a hello, I love you party? Or is there a special occasion? I love parties, especially when I know everyone at them. Oh, that's cool, Jesse. Just a regular old party? Oh, those are the funnest, usually. Because you invite your favorite people to those. Sorry, my daughter's howling. I'm not sure why she does that sometimes. I don't know. Her little brother was kind of being a jerk last night to her, so she could be making up for it. Doing laundry today. My husband is going under the house to cover the pipes to help from freezing. That's a good idea. I miss Roby. She is funny. Oh, you guys are adorable. All right. Come back tonight at 8 o'clock. You have to be grown-ups. I've been grown-ups all week. I don't want to be grown-ups today. We'll see what happens. I might still have to be a grown-up today. Okay. It's lunchtime. I love you all. And I'm so grateful that y'all came to play with me today. Remember tonight, 8 o'clock, Mario Kart. Bitches with Switches, Mario Kart 8. And I will see you all there. Okay, love you. Bye. It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.